Hi, welcome in. My name is Sean Spencer of Sean Spencer Photography. I am a portrait photographer in Elk Grove, California. I specialize in senior portraits, family sessions, newborn portraits, and headshots. And today I wanted to talk to you about my client experience. So for me, it's more than just someone wanting their photos done by me or their portraits. It's about the overall experience they have in working with me. And there's different ways that I like to go about making sure that my clients have the best experience and they leave working with me on a positive note and they want to come back as repeat clients. The first step in my client experience has to do with communication. I feel that the more you can communicate with a client, the more information you can give them, the more you reach out to them and you guide them, they're going to be fully in the know and they're going to understand everything that they need to do and everything that encompasses their session. So my communication style is it starts from the very first time they even go to my website. I want to make sure that my website is user-friendly, they're easy to find, or my clients can easily find things that they're looking for, whether it be guides, packages, testimonials, even galleries to get some ideas of what kind of style I have in my photos. So that's really important to set up my website correctly. That's going to benefit my clients. The second part of that is my client contact page. So on my website, I have a contact form that my clients will fill out, and this gives me some information about them as well as the type of session they're looking for. And so that client contact form feeds into my CRM. Now, I recently did a blog post on a CRM, which basically stands for Client Relationship Management, and how I relate to my clients, how I process things with them, emails and everything. And I'm going to link that blog post below so you can go check that out. But my contact form feeds into my client relationship management platform. This will notify me then that a client has reached out, and then I am able to follow up with them and get the process going. I want to make sure that it's very easy for clients to reach out to me, whether it be via my contact page, Facebook Messenger, email, whatever. I want to make sure that I'm giving my clients easy ways to contact me. As part of that contact or that communication is giving them quick feedback or quick responses. So I am known for my quick turnaround time. So if a client, say, reaches out to me via my website contact page, I'm pretty good about getting back to them within 30 minutes to an hour. Usually it's faster than that, but I like to make sure that I'm getting back to them very quickly. So if for some reason a client comes back and says, hey, I haven't heard back from you, 100% of the time, it means that the email response has gone to spam. So I always tell people, make sure you're looking in your spam folder. For whatever reason, sometimes that happens. So the next part of my client experience is, as I mentioned before, giving information. I feel like the more information a client has about the process, how it works, what's expected of them, what I do, what they should do, etc., it's going to give them a good experience because they're going to be fully in the know. They're going to have a good understanding, and it's just going to make for a really good experience. So that starts with, as soon as a client reaches out to me and lets me know, for example, say they're interested in a senior portrait session, I'm going to send them my welcome brochure. Within the welcome brochure, it has information on how to book a session with me. Excuse me. It's going to link to my senior portrait guide, which is going to have all kinds of information about my packages, etc. And then part of that welcome guide is a questionnaire that the clients fill out. I use that questionnaire to plan the session, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But that is my first step in reaching back out to them, is to give them a portrait guide, or excuse me, a welcome brochure that walks them through the steps on how to book a session with me, what it entails, etc. So let's say a client then has booked with me. The next part of that is, as far as information goes, I make sure that I send them a prep and style guide. So especially for families and for seniors and headshots, I make sure that they have some sort of a guide that's going to give them style tips for outfits, especially like say for families, how to coordinate, not matchy-matchy, but coordinate some of the colors that work well. For seniors, I want to address the different outfits that they should kind of incorporate into their senior portrait session. And then I'm going to, as part of that, there's a prep guide. So when I say prep guide, that means this is what you should be doing as you lead up into your session, how to prepare for your session. What are some of the things you should be doing ahead of time, whether it be getting all your outfits done, making sure that you've gotten your hair done, etc. So I give them kind of like a prep and style guide to help get them ready for their session so that they come to the session with good information, good outfits, and they're ready to go. Again, part of the information and communication as part of this is constant email check-ins and text messages. So I typically don't use text messaging until the day of the session, just to kind of touch base with my clients. But I want to make sure that they're getting email check-ins. Hey, your session's in a week. Do you have any questions? Can I answer any concerns that you might have? So I'm constantly checking in just to kind of make sure that they've read through the prep guide and if they have any questions. Okay, so now we've gone through like the communication and the information I send them. So now we come to the session. So as I mentioned before, part of their welcome brochure is there's a questionnaire for them to fill out. This questionnaire gives me information on the style, the type of expectations, what the client is really looking for. Maybe they have seen other portraits or that I've done, or maybe it's they have certain expectations, certain poses they want to do. Maybe they have certain, whatever it is, I can use that questionnaire to plan and personalize their session. So it's really important for my clients to give me all the information on that questionnaire because I want to make sure that their session is personalized for them, for their family, or for their headshot needs, whatever the case may be. I want to make sure that they have a really good session and they're going to get all their expectations met. Okay, so my sessions, again, are planned according to the expectations and desires of the client. Okay, so it does no good for a client to have certain expectations and then I just do my own thing and then the client walks away feeling, well, she didn't listen to me, she didn't kind of, I wanted this, but she gave us this, etc. So it's really important for me, for my clients to have that kind of experience where they feel like they have been listened to, their desires have been met, and they walk away with images that are spot on to what they were looking for. Part of the session is I always encourage my clients to have a good time. We listen to music as we walk around. I laugh and I kid. My husband, who is my assistant, he makes the kids laugh and he jokes around with my seniors. And we really incorporate a session of being flexible, going with the flow, and feeling relaxed, because the more that the client is relaxed and the family's having a good time, it's going to show in those images that they get. So now that the session has ended, I always make sure as part of the session, as we walk away, I explain the next stage or the next part of the process and what's going to happen so that they leave that session knowing, okay, this is when I'm going to get my sneak peeks. This is when my gallery is going to be up. This is what I need to do, going forward. So for sneak peeks, I always strive to have sneak peeks the next day. So sneak peeks could be anywhere from 5 to 10 images that are quickly edited, but that just give the client some basically sneak peeks of their images to get them excited for their gallery. So clients get all excited and they can't wait to see them, because then they're like, oh, I can't wait to see the whole gallery. And then it just gives them a little taste. So because I know everybody's really anxious to see the images and what we captured the night before or the day before. I always strive to have my gallery up and live the week after the session. My goal is to under promise and over deliver I guess that's how you would say it. So I always strive to get the gallery up as soon as I can. This way, because I know that everybody's really anxious to see the pictures, and so I try to get that up and running. As part of that experience, they're going to get an email that is going to give them a link and password to see the gallery. What's great about my gallery is that they're able to send that link and password to family, to friends, and then they can log in separately, order separately, and my client doesn't have to deal with that. They don't have to deal with any extra orders. They can just concentrate on theirs. I created a guide for my gallery experience that walks my clients through how to log in, how to favorite images, how to order prints, how to order digitals, if they want to order coffee table books, announcements, whatever they want to order, or anything encompassing the gallery. They have a step-by-step guide that walks them through that. And then as part of that, I'm also available to answer any questions. I've walked clients through ordering on the phone, walk them through. I log in, I say, okay, let's do this. So some people aren't as tech savvy, so I am always available to help with the ordering process, and to answer any questions that a client might have. So usually my lab, once, say like, for instance, let's say somebody orders prints or a coffee table book. Depending on the time of year, if it's not holiday, anywhere from a week to 2 weeks for the print or the tangible product to come into back from the lab. And then I reach out to the client and we arrange a pickup. My tangible products are always packaged using my branding. So for instance, I package it in a certain kind of envelope. There's a receipt in there. There's a thank you card, a photo care guide. There is information about my referral program. And so I just want to give the clients like a really good, like cute, fun packaging. So when they pick up their packages, with digital images, those are immediately available upon purchase that the client will then download from the gallery site. So it makes it really easy. After the client has picked up their products or received their digital downloads, I always, in about a week's time, I always like to follow up with the client just to check in. Hey, now that you have, gotten your products, everything okay? Are you happy? Are you pleased? I also send out a kind of like a survey through my CRM just to get some feedback on the client's experience. And then I always request a Google review because Google reviews obviously help my analytics and have more people be able to reach out to me. And then as part of the client experience is because they are a client, and when they reached out to me initially through that contact form, they're added to my newsletter. Now, I am not one of those that spam with newsletter. I send out 2 newsletters a month, one on the 1st of the month and one around the 15th. And my newsletters strictly are about announcing any specials I may be running, or if I'm booking for, say, the fall or the spring, or just letting my past clients know, or anybody who's reached out to me, hey, I'm running this special, or I'm having this holiday mini session. If you're interested, reach out to me, let me know. And so it keeps my clients in the know about things kind of in the future that they might be interested in. So I always want to make sure that they are as part of my family, my newsletter family, my client family. And it's really easy if a client for some reason decides that they don't want to be, or somebody who's reached out to me, they don't want to be a part of that anymore. It's easy to unsubscribe. And I rarely have anybody do that. So I want to make sure, so basically kind of that is all my client experience. And I wanted to make sure that my clients walk away from not just having their photos done, but they have had a very good overall experience in the process. I have had clients reach out to me afterwards saying, oh my gosh, you made it so easy. It was so fun. Senior portraits, I've had moms reach out, oh my gosh, my senior didn't want to do senior photos. They were nervous, and you completely put them at ease, and they had a blast, and it made for a really good experience. So I just feel like if you give your clients a really good overall experience, they're going to become repeat clients, and they're also going to be really good about referring you to their family and friends. So again, this was just how I like to do my client business. And if you're interested in possibly having a portrait session done with me, reach out via my contact page on my website. It's linked below. I would love to earn your business. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me or reach out via the contact page. And I look forward to seeing you on the other side of the camera.